It was back in, I think, 10 years ago when we were in high school, and we had like those classic metalcore bands. We tried to play like shows in the local bars and local youth houses and everything like that. And then all suddenly the high school ended, so everyone had the plans for the future to go to college, go to university, whatever you want to do. And we were like, we want to still be in a band. We want to conquer the world. We want to tour the whole world. And that's when we kind of hit our heads together with Jonas, and we came up with the idea for a brand new band. And then we got these guys in, and on the latest update, there's Alexi. But from the beginning, I guess it was our stupid idea to start a band and make an international success from Finland.
Yeah, like Tommy and Ole joined from Jonas's previous band, and I always wanted to be in a band, but no band would have me because I was a rapper guy. I had this rap posse. I was producing beats for rappers, and then we met at this high school house party. I met with the guys. Somebody put on Linkin Park. I started rapping the parts. They said, we have a first rehearsal tomorrow, you want to join? And I think immediately we just started hanging out together. We didn't hang out with anyone else. We were only together. And then like 2 years ago, Alexei joined and kind of renewed everything that's been happening.
I think it was also like a British band, and Enter Shikari songs we were jamming. Like I was like, really, Nico, you know this band? And Nico, yeah, this is one of my favorites. I was like, God damn.
Yeah, because I always thought like I loved rock music and metal music, even though I wear big clothes and saggy clothes. Even though I was in the rap scene, but I loved the metal music as well. And yeah, and I think these guys have something fresh in mind that we could. It was not going to be a traditional metal band from Finland. It was going to be something new for Finnish scene at least. That let's combine pop music and rap music to this band stuff we have going on. I remember the first rehearsal. I met these guys for the first time. I had seen them at school, but at school we were, because I was in the rap house and they were like, they had long hair, metalheads. We were just like eyeing each other badly. Like, those guys are lame. No, those guys are lame. It was this rivalry going on always. But in the first practice, I remember, like, because it tells where we were at musicians. We played
36 to Mars.
Beautiful Lie. We played that like 3 times. Then we played In the End by Linkin Park. And there was this super small keyboard. And all I had to do was I put the keyboard on and I played dun, 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 dun. And everybody go like, dude, you're crazy. This is awesome. Like, we were super stoked about it. Like, it's such an easy riff, but that was enough to be like, because we weren't super musicians back then. We only had the attitude back then.
And my mind was blowing when I heard Nico singing Ed Sheeran with the piano. He was like playing some Justin Bieber and Ed Sheeran songs with the pop voice, and he was super quick with the fingers on the keyboard. And I was like, well, if we mix that up with the metal we have, there's going to be something really new going on. And then we started to mess up with the song ideas. And
I think it was like straight after the first practice, we already got song ideas, and you know, we were kind of quick. And
2 weeks later, me and Joel were driving to the rehearsal, and we already heard our first demo on the Finnish radio.
Yeah, that's how quick it went.
I think you can, if you listen to the first record, we weren't as good as songwriters as we are now. We were not maybe as good musicians, but we were going to the right direction. Like, I don't see many things have changed in our style. We're just better at writing songs. That's the only thing that's changed. I think if you listen to the first album, you can hear that even at that point, those guys knew where they were headed.
Yeah, I mean, there's one word, the attitude. You know, you can hear the attitude. You know, of course, now we're much better songwriters. You know,
we were like a wild animal in a cage. We didn't know where to go, but we just messing around with the like wall to wall and like.
Yeah, and you'll learn a lot from the experience, because like none of us have made an album before. Like, what's it like making an album in a real big studio with a real producer, with a real label, all that stuff. So we really learned and we took it all in. And when the next records came, it was a lot easier every time, because you know the process, you're familiar with the process. But it was just like you were thrown in the middle of an ocean and just learn to swim, motherfucker. Like that's how it feels to make the first record.
You had the Time Bomb song in Violent Pop album. That was the first time when we worked with Alex. We started to mess around with the ideas. I think 2018 or something like that. But you can tell it by yourself.
Yeah, like the guy said earlier, we were kind of the winners of the pandemic situation. I mean, without the pandemic, I probably wouldn't have like stopped myself to think like, what do I want to do next? And the guys just kind of happened to be in the same situation, so I kind of ended up there. And you know what, you don't want to go into anyone's band and change anything. You just want to kind of adapt the way I work, adapt the way the guys work, and I think the combination was perfect. So.
You made the same thing for us that Jordan Fish made for Bring the Horizon.
But you were like a perfect match for us because we weren't looking for a new member.
Yeah.
Kind of just like
It was by accident,
just
you
right
know.
there.
Yeah, that was kind of the thing. Like, I wasn't searching a band to join to. The guys weren't searching a new member, and it just kind of happened. And like half a year later, we kind of noticed that I'm just.
Yeah,
here.
it was 100% natural.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
really
after we made the Time Bomb song together, all of a sudden we have this emo DJ. Like he's always in the studio. he's at the shows. We did a show together, and even after that show, everybody was still saying like, yeah, this was a one-time thing. We're not gonna do it again until there's the second show and we're together. And then like we started talking about it. We were always drunk when we talked about it. That Alex, maybe you should just join the band. And Alex was like, yeah, maybe. I'm not sure. Yeah. And then eventually, like now he's here on tour with us.
Yeah.
It was the start of the pandemic. I think it was March 2020 when we were in I think somewhere drinking beer with Jonas, and
We were living at my place because in Finland you couldn't go basically anywhere.
There was a lockdown.
there was a lockdown, so I went to Oulu for the guys, and we had some drinks. We were pretty drunk that time, and we were listening to this nostalgic Spotify playlist, like early 2000 songs. And then I heard Left Outside Alone playing. I was like, this song is actually pretty cool. It's kind of what we are right now. We're left outside alone. Our band is left outside alone. And then I had the crazy idea with Jonas that we should go to the studio tomorrow and we should make a demo of the cover song of this. And that's how it came up.
You didn't even tell anyone. Like when I arrived to the studio, I was like, I thought they had a new song or something.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on? And they, dude, check this out. And they already had the arrangement mostly made. And I was like, damn, this is cool. Like the idea was so crazy that I think that we all fell in love with it. Like this is definitely what we should do. And because we are a violent pop band, so I think it's kind of natural for us to do covers of pop songs with our own twist. Like I don't ever see us making a cover of like another metal song. If we did a cover of metal song, we would do it acoustically or a piano version. We don't want to repeat what somebody else did with the song. If we take a song, we kind of want to make it our own.
Yeah,
and that's I think we succeeded with that with Left Outside Alone.
And I need to say that it's not easy to do covers like rock covers. It's not easy, but somehow with Left Outside Alone, I think it was one of the easiest things we've ever done. It was so like
I think the message in the song was so awesome. It was like, what is Blind Channel? It's like band for all the people who are left outside alone. You can really relate to that message.
The message was emo enough for us.
Yeah, that's the word.
You don't see us covering Pharrell Williams Happy.
Yeah. First of all, we wanted to make a song that is so like intense as possible and so frustrated about the situation. So we wanted to lead that frustration into the track. And I think first of all, it was a hip hop track. I had the idea of the synth sample, and then Nico came up with the idea of the dark side world and Empire of the Freaks and all that stuff. And it started to. Well, someone said about the first demo, it sounds like, the Backstreet Boys body when you set it up to the dark side.
Yeah.
Like that's how it sounded for the first demo.
And we have the first demo before even we thought about the whole Eurovision.
Dark Side is not a Eurovision song. Dark Side is a pandemic song.
That
was we poured all our frustration to that one song, and we knew that we're frustrated. We want to show our middle fingers to everyone, and I think the cracking point, the clicking point was when we realized that a lot of people all around the world must be feeling the same way. Like
they felt
finding unity in thousands of people with their middle fingers up in the air, like fuck this time in our lives. And that's kind of it felt special. And then we added the thing because we wanted that we can perform the song together with the audience, and that kind of made the audience, whatever audience it was, it made them a part of the song. And there was a lot of special feelings about Dark Side. And I remember thinking that we had a couple songs a little more poppy, a little more different songs to participate to Eurovision, but I don't think we even considered them for longer than a minute. Like, we knew immediately that if we're doing this, we're doing it with Dark Side.
I remember when we were like finalizing Dark Side, it didn't come out really easy. We were like, I think we were staying in the studio for like a couple weeks, like day and night, and just wanting it to be perfect and wanting every single detail to be what we like it to be. And
well, like Dark Side was missing one line in the pre-chorus. Like, we had all the lyrics were perfect. One line missing, it was immediately after "Don't waste your prayers, they can't save us."
Yep.
And then I was like, what I heard in my head first was a good Charlotte saying that lifestyles of the rich and famous. And I said that's like, we're too emo for that. We can't say that. And then I just like flipped it around to the Dark Side and said lifestyles of the sick and dangerous, because it rhymes. And I said it to the boys, and it was just like a funny line that it fits to the pre-chorus. And then I think pretty soon after that, we were thinking that, dude, this should be the name of the album. Like, this is a good joke, but it also fits to the
And actually, on the first version of Dark Side, there was a bridge part. There was a breakdown where it was like, but then it at the end of the day, it didn't
luckily
work that well.
Thank God.
But,
that was wild. But yeah,
maybe we should play that live someday.
Or no.
Like, I think we're always renewing, recreating our own sound, getting better at what we do. And what we love about, for example, Bring Me the Horizon, is that no matter how pop song they made, no matter all the featuring with Sigrid, he sounds like himself. Bring Me the Horizon, it sounds like Bring Me the Horizon. And that's true songwriting talent, that you can write like food for thought. I think like a challenge that could we write a jazz song that sounds like Blind Channel? Can we write, like, it's always like that you need to be so good at your own craft that the genre lines just like fade out. There's no genre lines anymore. You need to be able to write a song in any genre and listen and sound like yourself. And I think that's where we're aiming at. That's what we're getting better at, because we love all types of music. Like, if we hear a cool song on the radio, be it Post Malone, The Weeknd, Billie Eilish, whatever, if we hear a cool song on the radio, we want to be able to say that, guys, we should do something like this. And there cannot be any boundary stopping us, because that way it gets boring to a songwriter that we can't do it because we are a metal band. Like, how boring is that?
And I mean we have pop punk song at the album, we have hip hop style like 21 Pilots, Muse style of song at the album.
Even song that sounds like Nine Inch Nails.
And it still sounds like Blind Channel.
Yeah.
You know?